"Those men won't let my mommy in the hospital." The little girl's cry cut through the chaos of the crowded parking lot like a siren. Her tiny hands were pressed against the locked glass doors, tears streaking down her dusty cheeks as she shouted for someone, anyone, to help. Behind her, the red glow of ambulance lights reflected off a dozen leather jackets with the unmistakable skull and wings emblem, Hell's Angels. And that was the moment everything changed. It all began just an hour earlier on a rain-slick highway outside of Reno. Lily, a soft-spoken single mother, had been driving her old pickup with her 7-year-old daughter Emily in the passenger seat. They were on their way to visit Lily's mother in the hospital. Emily had spent the whole ride humming to her favorite song, unaware that fate had other plans. A truck barreled out of nowhere, its headlights blinding. Lily swerved, tires screaming against the wet asphalt. The truck clipped her back bumper, sending the pickup spinning into a ditch. Metal crunched. Glass shattered. For a moment, everything went still. When Lily came to, Emily was crying beside her. "Mommy, your head." Blood trickled down Lily's temple, but she smiled weakly, trying to stay calm. "It's okay, baby. We're okay." With trembling hands, she unbuckled Emily and pushed open the door. They were stranded on a deserted stretch of road, rain pouring down in sheets. The truck that hit them didn't stop. Its taillights disappeared into the night. Lily stumbled to her feet, dizzy but determined. She had to get Emily to safety. That's when the sound of motorcycles broke through the storm, deep, growling engines approaching fast. Emily clung to her mother's leg. "Mommy, are they bad men?" Lily froze as a line of Hell's Angels bikers emerged from the darkness, headlights cutting through the rain. The leader, a broad-shouldered man with a gray beard and calm, sharp eyes, parked his bike and took off his helmet. His name was Ryder. "You two all right?" he asked, voice rough but steady. Lily hesitated, afraid. The news always painted men like him as dangerous. But when she saw the concern in his eyes, something told her to trust him. We had an accident. My mother's in the hospital. I need to get there." Ryder looked over the wrecked pickup, then back at her. "You're not driving this thing anywhere." He turned to his crew. "Tank, Doc, give them your jackets. We're taking them to the hospital." Emily's eyes widened as one of the bikers gently lifted her onto a massive Harley, wrapping her in his leather jacket to keep her warm. Lily climbed onto Ryder's bike, holding tight as they sped through the rain toward the city. When they arrived, the hospital was in chaos. Security guards stood outside, arguing with nurses and family members. Apparently, the hospital had gone on lockdown after a gang-related incident earlier that night, and no one was being allowed inside, especially anyone who didn't look respectable. Lily ran up to the door, clutching Emily's hand. "Please, my mother's inside. She's in critical condition." A guard stepped forward, blocking her. "Ma'am, no entry. Orders from management." "But she's dying." Lily's voice cracked. The guard shook his head coldly. "I said no entry. Go home." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "Those men won't let my mommy in the hospital," she cried, her small voice echoing across the parking lot. That's when Ryder and his crew dismounted. Their engines cut off one by one, leaving only the sound of the rain, and the silence that followed was heavy, dangerous. Ryder walked forward, slow and deliberate, boots splashing through puddles. He stopped just inches from the guard. "You got a problem with this lady seeing her mom?" The guard's face paled. "Sir, it's not personal, we just have rules." Ryder's expression didn't change. "Then here's a new rule. You move aside." The other bikers formed a line behind him, dozens of them, silent, loyal, unyielding. The guards exchanged uneasy looks. One reached for his radio, but before he could speak, a doctor rushed out, recognizing Lily. "Wait, let her through. Mrs. Carter's daughter, she's been asking for her." Ryder stepped aside, giving Lily a nod. "Go on. We've got you." Lily ran through the doors, tears blurring her vision as Emily ran beside her. Moments later, they reached the ICU, where her frail mother lay surrounded by machines. Lily took her mother's hand, whispering through her sobs, "I'm here, Mom. I made it." Her mother's eyes fluttered open. "My brave girl," she murmured. "You always find a way." Outside, Ryder and his crew waited quietly. The guards kept their distance now. They didn't see outlaws anymore, they saw protectors. Hours later, Lily emerged, eyes red but calm. She's stable, she told Ryder softly. Thank you. I don't even know how to repay you. Ryder smiled faintly. You don't owe us anything, ma'am. Just take care of that little girl. That's all the thanks we need. Emily ran up and hugged his leg, looking up at him with innocent awe. You're like superheroes, she said. Ryder chuckled, kneeling to meet her eyes. Nah, sweetheart. We just believe in doing right by people. He handed her his patched vest for a moment, the famous skull and wings symbol catching the light. Remember, kiddo, never judge people by how they look. Judge them by what they do. Lily watched as they rode off into the dawn, their engines roaring like thunder but their presence leaving a strange peace behind. The hospital staff whispered among themselves, realizing they'd just witnessed something rare, a reminder that kindness wears many faces. And from that day forward, every time Emily heard the rumble of a motorcycle, she didn't feel fear. She felt hope, because she knew somewhere out there, the Hell's Angels were still riding, guardians in leather, angels on wheels, ready to stand up for the ones no one else would.